building wealth and legacies. Ooh, we, it's bigger than me. Ooh, we, building the kingdom. Ooh, we, now I'm free. Freedom ain't found in money. Freedom is found in grace. That's why I keep my faith in God and not that money I make.
All right, y'all, it's your boy B. Weddles, man, representing Kingdom Global, representing Team Take Profits. I'm representing God first, family second, and trading last, man. So hit the like button, the subscribe button, and let's get to business. Like I told y'all, I got something for you every single time. Man, you gotta tune in, man. I give you the cheat codes, how to take money from the banks. I'm telling you. And this right here, man, is something that you don't even hear people talking about this, man. I don't care if you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced. This is something to take your trading to a completely new level. And I'm talking about volume in Forex. How do you use volume in Forex? I hope you got your notepad and your pen and watch this video again, because I'm going to lace you for 3 to 5 minutes straight. And so here we go, man. I'm going to let y'all know we on tradingview.com, and this is volume in Forex. I got 3 powerful indicators that's going to blow your mind. It's not that you don't know about these indicators, but it's about how you use the indicators. And so what I'm going to do is break down each one, and we're going to explain how we can apply that to your Forex trading. And so first, my favorite is the volumes indicator. You can get it on your MT4s, volumes, basic, come on your phone. So you can actually use this at any time. And look, I'm going to go over something real powerful, man. Look, if y'all want to hear more, I just started the channel. So we get more, y'all get in the comments and be like, I want to learn more about this volumes and supply and demand. Hear me? Supply and demand. And then look, we can make multiple videos on this and break this down and mastery. I'm just giving you an overview. So here, look, I'm gonna check this out, man. It's GA, man. I'm gonna come off this 10-minute chart and come to the 15-minute chart, right? Let's go to the 4-hour chart, right? Let's go to the 4-hour first. Let's go to the 4-hour first. So this is your volumes indicator, and what I look at is spikes in volume. I'm looking at the strongest spikes in volume. Why? Because that's letting me know those are large orders. It's the indicator is telling me that large orders was placed at that spike. And so what you actually can do is look at the volumes indicator and look at the advances and the declines of the volume indicator. For example, you see in this zone, this particular bar is a strong sell bar, which constituted that long wick, which closed with a ugly doji looking, hammer looking type of bar, right? So look, this is what I do. I'm gonna keep this simple. I'm gonna shrink the chart up, but you see how there's large amounts of volume in these particular areas, right? I got my arrow so you can see there's large amount of volumes in this particular area. And so so what I want to do is I'm trying to highlight this for y'all. Boom, right? You see that? You see where that area right there where there's a large volume spike? That right there is letting me know that's where I should be drawing my order block, my supply zone, my support zone, my resistance zone, whatever zone that you want to call it. That's where I'm going to draw it, because this is telling me large orders, the volume. That means volume. That means orders was being placed at a larger capacity within that time and within that price, which is around 74.50, right? We got 74.50, 74.20. So 74.20, 74.50, hot zone for banks and institutions. And so what we can do is draw our down candle. Let's try to find a down candle that hasn't been reached yet. A down candle that's fresh. Down candle, the price comes up, but I got down candles, which represents buying into a level. So this is fresh. There's 1 or 2 or 3 touches on the smaller time frame, but the larger time frame has not came back down to this. So this is a strong level. So what we do is we since they sold into that area, we draw our demand zone, right? And it's a couple ways we can draw a demand zone, but I'm going to particularly just draw it from this down candle. And then what I want to also highlight with the volume is you see volume spike here, but it's also where volume left from. And you see, though you have an increase in volume at this level, showing, and you see accumulation here, but also volume, the spike, the beginning of the spike, it peaked down here, but it was into this area that volume spiked. It was a lot of selling that was going on in here, and also probably a lot of profit taking and a lot of buying. So we got a lot of different concepts that's going on within these zones. But one thing I want to highlight is the freshness. So the volume, it highlights the freshness. The second zone that you want to always highlight is okay, where did price leave from? Because, and then we're gonna draw that to here. Now price is entering into this area, and you see it meandering around. That doesn't mean you're going to get a turnaround right at that level, but it's a high indication, because when you scale out, the next high volume spike is this zone right here. You see the volume. We scale out, and you see how price dropped into this area. So price dropped into this area. Price came back to this area, right? Came back to the high volume profile and dropped down, right? But another area you want to pay attention to is during the volume spike, there was lows that was created, the major lows. So I would like to, what I do is take the wick. Depending if we got a strong wick, I'll take the wick and pull it across, because you can see within this area that it was a high reversal area anyway. But when you got a wick, all the wick is a high level of demand that took place within a short period of time. So you get a wick, boom, it jumps out of that area. The wick jumps out of that area, comes back down here, and takes the rest of these orders and pushes price back down, takes the orders out here, and here we go. You know what I'm saying? And so here we got our other zone. It comes back into this high level. The volume still counts here. It comes back and creates another supply. Why was supply here? Well, there was an area of demand in this area and a supply in this area, and price, all it did was come and accumulate. Instead of price pushing back up, now there's no more buyers. So price shoots down at an incredible speed. So this area, the price comes down to this wick, these wicks, drops back down, and then comes back down to this area, right? Barely reaches our high level of demand, or supply, right? So this volume indicator is giving us an edge on supply and demand zones in the market. This is a cheat code, ladies and gentlemen, cheat code. And so when I highlighted this area, right, so you can see where price was leaving, where price could be going. We don't know if it's gonna stop here or here, but we know it's a high probability that there's people here. And then look, this is your indication. If there's no more sellers here, then price is gonna push back up into this area, and then it has to make another decision, because these are where the orders are lying in the market. So that's part one, right? Part two of volume in the Forex is we're gonna use the VWAP bands, right? I got them on the 4 hours, so I got to come down. And in here, on the 15-minute chart, we have something. This on a daily. Now the VWAP standard deviation bands V3. That's the indicator. So you go here and go VWAP bands. You got VWAP bands, and it's this one right here by Rockstar Throttle, right? And and so this one has more than 2 deviations. This has a nice amount of deviations, 3 deviations away from the mean. And so what this is these volume, the VWAP is a moving average of volume, a volume weighted on price, right? So we got volume weighted on price, but then you have almost like a Bollinger Band concept in which it gives you standard deviations, and these standard deviations act as volume, strong areas of volume within that stretch of price, right? Because it's volume weighted on price, and then you have deviations of that expansion and contraction phase within that price zone and where the volume weighted is. So that green band right here, this is the mean, and then you have 1 deviation, 2 deviations, 3 deviations. It's so powerful, guys. As you see volume spikes in the market, volume spikes, it bounces off these bands back and forth. And then even when you get a volume spike, it jumps out, goes to the 3rd deviation, comes back down, goes into contraction mode, pushes back up to 1 deviation, comes back down to. I mean, I'm telling you guys, this is probably one of the most powerful support and resistance. And so this is volume, but we're putting volume on the chart and trying to find those high profile areas where volume, where we can get turnaround trades at. And remember, with the Forex market in particular, there's time of day is very important when it comes to volume. And so a lot of times what you will see is these bands working out best during London and New York, and that's where the crossover, that's where the most volume is in the market. And so I'm trying to make this video as short as possible. Like I said, we get more subscribers, more likes, we can go real deep into this stuff and take our trading to a completely new level. I think it's very important to have all the tools in the bag to take you to a level where you can see the market and dissect the market from different perspectives. I'm a believer in market awareness. You have to know what's going on, even if it's not your strategy. Let me at least be aware of the zones. If I'm not a supply and demand, at least I'm aware of supply and demand. So when price come down into these areas, I'm aware that these are high turnaround areas. If I'm a basic support and resistance, yes, I can advance my support and resistance knowledge, but I can still keep my fundamental understanding and apply that strategy. If it's profitable, then don't fix it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So, you know what I'm saying? These VWAP bands, we can just scale back and see price. And what you see with the VWAP, because it's a daily VWAP, it constricts, and then at the start of the new day, you see the expansion. It constricts, then the start of the new day, you see the expansion. It constricts, in the start of the new day, you see the expansion. And so it's very powerful. And then you put that in conjunction. I'm gonna try to put it together for you. But if you put that in conjunction with, okay, scale back and look at where you see high volume at. You see high volume. Like for example, here you see this big volume spike. So what we would do with that big volume spike, we would have been ready. We're ready for that. Now price is turning around. We don't know how much of a push we're going to get out of that zone, but we know orders lie there. And not only that, we got a demand on top of the VWAP. Come on, man. I can't make it up. And so for the third is our volume profile. Our volume profile, one of the most powerful indicators that we have. And we extend the POC to the right. I extend it to the right because when you extend it to the right, what you will see is where unfilled orders are in the market. You will see a big red line on the chart, and you will see, okay, dang, these orders, you see that big red line way up there? That's an unfilled zone. That's a secret right there. That's a secret. I shouldn't even told you that. But the VWAP, man, you see the VWAP is powerful in the community because it takes the accumulation phase and it lets you know the balance, imbalance areas where the accumulation was taking place. You know what I'm saying? And so when you have these areas, they kind of let you know, okay, these are high probability turnaround areas. On top of that, they not only just high probability turnaround areas, these are high probabilities where orders are accumulated, and it lets us know in conjunction with all the other volume ideas where price could turn, where price is valued at, where's the most value of the price. And one thing about, I'm gonna tell you a secret. One thing about these, they highlight the demand zone. If you put this volume profile and you use it in conjunction with order blocks, I'm telling you, man, it blow your mind. How it'll let you know where. Look, see how that order block was formed? I'm gonna show you again. See how that order block here? See how the VWAP cuts right into it? Price trades back down into even this area. So you it highlights. You see how it cuts through this supply, this order block. Price moves up, and this is a drop base drop, right? But I like to highlight that up candle because it doesn't even make sense. Who is buying right there? Who is buying right there? So this candle is so important to me because, but you see how you see how this indicator is cutting right through it, right through the block. It's powerful. It's so powerful, ladies and gentlemen. The volume profile, but on the volume profile on TradingView, you know what I'm saying? The volume profile on TradingView specifically, you have to pay for it. You have to pay for it, but so that's why I covered that one last. But that's volume in Forex. Come on, man. I gotta get off this. I'm being long-winded. I'm tongue-tying myself. But you know what I'm saying? But I really just wanted to bless y'all with this knowledge because at the end of the day, we don't hear too many people talking about volume in Forex. We don't hear too many people talking about how you can use that in conjunction with your zones, how you can use that in conjunction to see where price may be reaching for, how you can use that in conjunction. It gives you an edge in the market, where price could turn, where price is reaching, where price is going, where price just left. It tells you the story about price and the value areas about price, and it's Forex. And people say there's no volume in Forex. Not in traditional, but if you think traditionally, you'll never have something no one else have. And that's what edge is. It's your edge. It's how you see the market. It gives you the advantage on how you profit and how you get your money in and make it grow. So, man, I hope this bless y'all, man. Like I said, man, it's God first, and it's family second, and it's trading last. Man, I pray that y'all, like and subscribe. Let's build a community of people that's going after God's heart, that's going after strategies to bless the kingdom, that's going after, you know what I'm saying, basic understanding so we can take our minds to another level. We got to take our trading to another level, and we can pick these charts apart. This is nothing. This is absolutely nothing, man. We got the word on our side. We got God on our side. We got the body on our side. We got it all on our side. If God be for us, who could be against us? And so, man, this is the power of volume trading with Forex. Man, y'all, I hope y'all was blessed. I'll see y'all on the other side. God bless you.